Hey everybody, this is John T. Meyer, and welcome to Answers to Questions, episode 15. And it's going to actually be the final episode of season 1. So we're going to decide to kind of step back, take a look at all the 15 episodes, see what we learned, see how we can improve, take a little break, it probably won't be that long, and come back for season 2, better, stronger, faster. So here we go. The first question comes from @KatieSterner, and she asks, I'm a designer. I want to learn more about infographics and want to know where I should begin. So a couple thoughts here, Katie. One easy way, a little self-promotion, we have a course and we can send you a coupon code. We'll even post it for free. If you use the coupon code AQJTM, you can go to udemy.com/infographics. And we have a course, it's a few years old, but we just tell you how we make infographics at Lemonly. We just break it down step by step. Also online, I know Skillshare.com, the How University from the How Design Group has some good classes there as well. Check those out. And then what I would most recommend, Katie, is after you take one of these classes, actually make one. Share it on Dribbble, share it on Twitter, wireframe mood board, and go through the process and actually make it, because that's the best way to learn. Good luck. Second question comes from Twitter from @NickLorang, and he says, how do you fight against or recover from burnout? What do you do to maintain or recoup creativity in times of stress? Nick, that's an awesome question and a very real problem that a lot of people face and not a lot of people think about or consider. They maybe don't even realize that they're going through burnout. So I think first of all, you have to listen to your body, listen to your family, your friends, make sure you're still the person you want to be. And when things are getting too stressful, you need to kind of power down and take a break. So one way I do that, my family and I will go up to the lake and get away for a couple days, stay with some friends up there. Another way I think is shutting off all social media and putting your phone away and kind of disconnecting from the virtual world, because I think that can be kind of stressful. So those are two ways to kind of recharge my batteries. As far as creativity, people, I think hanging out with creative people, fun people, interesting people, new ideas, traveling, all of those things can spur creativity. Or even seeing a good movie or reading a compelling book. I think getting out of your kind of circle of the typical circle of influence and the typical media and TV shows and Netflix, whatever you watch, to break the mold and try new things is a great way to spur creativity. So our third question was emailed from a friend of mine, Mike, and he says, your team is in the championship, you have tickets to the game, do you sell or do you go? And I have to provide a little bit of context here because I know Mike, and the context here is he's a White Sox fan, Chicago White Sox, but he used to live in Chicago, so he has tickets to both the White Sox, and this year, for the first time, he has season tickets to the Cubs. Now, the Cubs are a little bit more of an investment, you could say, because he's got these bleacher seats that he can sell and make money on. So the truth is that Mike is bailing on the White Sox, and he's jumping the bandwagon on the Cubs. But my answer, if my Twins are ever in the World Series again, I'm going to the game. I don't care how much money I might be leaving on the table. I mean, you're talking about memories versus money, right? So choose the memories, be a loyal fan, and go to the game. So the last question we kind of wanted to talk about was a discussion that happened on my Facebook page. I wrote a blog post about the importance of parental leave in companies, small businesses especially, having good maternity or paternity policies that your employees can get behind. Now, some of the discussion happened, that's easy for you to say because you're a services company and your people can work remotely and business is good for you. Yes and no. I would say that we do have a little advantage that after our moms and dads come back, one way that they can ease into it is maybe working from home or going to a 4-day week or things like that. But it's still, I think the importance of having a policy extends beyond just a services or a design company. I would challenge you to think that what's the cost, right? So the cost of keeping your employees loyal and happy and wanting them to come back refreshed and healthy and committed to your company versus the other outcome, which is hiring. Hiring takes time, you have to search, you have to train, and it takes a while to replace your people with other good people. And so the counter is it's not easy. That burden of having, and it's not even really a burden, but there's a cost to having a maternity or a paternity policy. And I think what you have to do is consider, what do your people want, right? So we invest in the things that a lot of our people want, and our demographics is millennials. So we have a lot of people having babies. We want to be in a downtown office. We want to have flexible work schedules. So think about your team and put your dollars or your time. Not all policies have to cost money. Make sure that it aligns with the people that are on your team. So it's an interesting discussion. I totally get that it's a cost and it can work for every small business, but I challenge you and I urge you to try to consider it. And we'll link up that post if you want to learn more here. Boom. All right, so that's it for episode 15 and season 1 of Answers to Questions. Thank you so much to everyone who has watched any episode, whether you've watched them all and followed along, or if you're gonna watch them later. You can see, if you missed one, you can go to youtube.com/John T. Meyer and see all of the episodes, and we'll be back soon for season 2. So keep sending your questions and get ready. Take care.